There's a distinct difference between relationship counseling or marriage counseling and trying to solve relationship issues. Because when you go for marriage counseling is focused on trying to fix the marriage. It's like trying to fix the relationship. And that's just, it doesn't make sense. And here's why it doesn't make sense because both the marriage and the relationship in general is effectively the sum total of what it is that each person brings into that space. Now, if you're going to focus on solving the relationship issues or solving the marriage issues, you're going to ignore why it is that each person, in their own capacity and their own right, have legitimate reason within themselves to show up in that way, to need what they need in that way, and to expect what they expect. And if you're going to keep focusing on the relationship, which is the outcome of those two people interacting or living together or sharing a life together, whatever it is, if you're going to focus on the outcome of that, you're not going to see the humans that are involved. And this is why we keep running in circles trying to solve these things, because we focus on relationship counseling, marriage counseling, and things like that. That creates more problems than anything else, because inevitably what it's going to do is going to get people to look at it from a perspective of this is how you're supposed to conduct yourself in a marriage, and because you are not doing this and you're not doing that, that's why we're having these problems, so you need to change this and you need to change that. It's rubbish. No one sets out to go and treat someone else badly. They only do that if they feel as if they're justified in projecting that anger, rage, disappointment, failed expectations, whatever, onto that person. And if you don't understand why that is playing out, then you're part of the problem, because you're going to be focused on symptoms. And that's what a relationship is. A relationship is a symptom of the sum total of the people involved in that relationship. It is not the problem itself. And when we start getting this, when we start understanding that this is how it is that we need to go trying to figure out how life works, we'll stop being symptomatic in our response to life, and we'll start focusing on what it is that really needs our attention and really needs introspection, so that our contribution towards the outcomes that we want is more effective, rather than asking the other person to change, or holding other people responsible for how we feel, or telling other people that they're triggering us and they're doing this to us and they're doing that to us. You're responsible for how you show up, and if you can be more aware of how you showing up is having an impact on what you're trying to achieve, automatically you can become more effective at contributing towards the outcomes in your life that you're hoping for. So please, let's stop focusing on symptoms and let's start understanding the deeper issues that actually result in the symptoms that plague so many people's lives.